Hello and welcome to this first of a three-part series looking at the 23rd century Dreadnoughts. And to start off, we are looking at the Atlas. So we'll look at the shield visuals from the Dilithium store. During certain events of the year, these are available. From the Zen store and also from the summer and winter event stores. First section we're looking at is the summer and winter event store shields. These shields are available to craft all year round, as long as you have the consumables from either participating in the events or you buy them off the exchange. So the first shield we're going to look at is the Fek'hri Vanity Shield. This shield is from the winter store, and at the time of recording it's the only one that's in there. So I've got this darker grey hull material, and you can make it a bit of a pattern effect on it. It's a kind of a rusty red speckle going throughout the hull material. This red material here on the front of the engineering hull. Then we've got this angry looking red deflector array. Got yellow there on the impulse engines, and you can see this illuminated dome here at the back. As this has an animation effect for the Bazaar collectors, they don't change with the Vanity Shields. There's another illuminated red dome there on the underside of the saucer. A bit of red material there on the rear of the nacelles, and as the light moves through you can see the change on it. We move on to the summer event shields now, and it's a baseball series. This is the Andorian blue bores. It's a blue and orange Vanity Shield. So you can see the blue hull there, this yellowy orange effect here on the deflector, and this grey with orange lines at the front of the engineering hull there. And that yellowy orange again there for the impulse engines. The orange effect there on the nacelles. You see the orange banding going around the secondary hull, and the orange there on the neck. Rotate through, you get that yellowy orange shine as the light hits it. And these baseball series all follow the same pattern, and all that happens is the colours change on the shield itself. This is the Bozeman Titans Vanity Shield, so it's a dark grey, yellow and black Vanity Shield. So got the yellow there on the deflector, you can see the yellow lines and the black there at the front. Yellow there for the impulse engines. As we rotate this one through the light source, you can see that yellow shine reflecting off of the hull. Now, of course you can't see it very clearly in the ship customizer, but as the light hits these yellow sections here, it's actually putting the emblem of the baseball team onto the material, which is a very nice touch by the art team. Here we have the Caitian claws. It is a purple and gold Vanity Shield. You see this golden yellow effect here on the deflector. This yellow effect here for the impulse engines. Get that purple shine as the light bounces off the hull material there. This is the Deep Space Niners Vanity Shield, so it is based off of their uniform in the Season 7 episode of DS9, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So this one is a orange, red, blue and white Vanity Shield. So we've got this red and orangey deflector array here. The red and orange effect there on the impulse engines. See the various colours of the hull material, even a slight gradient fill there with the white and orange in the saucer section there. Get a bit of an orange reflective shine as we rotate through the light. Here we have the Denebian Slime Devils Vanity Shield. That's purple and green. You've got a very vibrant green deflector array there at the front. See this illuminated green dome, the sensor array on the underside there. Then we have the green for the impulse engines. Then just the same pattern with the purple and green this time for the hull itself. That purpley pink shine there as we rotate through. Next up, a Vanity Shield worth its weight in latinum, and we believe the Ferenginar Liquidators. This green and gold coloured shield. So we have this yellow gold on the deflector array there. The yellow there for the impulse engines. And the green and gold following the same pattern as the other shields there. This bit of reflective shine there as we rotate through the light. Moving on to the stem bolts now. So that's pink and greyish white Vanity Shield. So you see the grey and the white there on the deflector. The same effect there on the impulse engines. See the various shades of pink on the shield itself. As we rotate through it, we get this pinkish shine as the light bounces off the hull material. Here we have the Vulcan Logicians. So it is based off of their uniform in that Season 7 episode of Deep Space Nine, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So we have a grey, purple and gold Vanity Shield. So with the purple there on the deflector, you can make out some of the gold trim there on the underside of the saucer. We have the purple impulse engines. And there's some more of that gold trim there as well in the nacelles. As we rotate through, we get this purplish blue reflective shine as the light hits it. And the last of the summer event shields is the Workbees. We've got this gold and red Vanity Shield. So you see that orangey yellow effect there on the deflector. We have the same there on the impulse engines. And you see the gold and red there on the rest of the material. As we rotate through the light, you see that red shine bouncing off the ship. Moving on to the Vanity Shields available in the Dilithium store, which occurs during special events during the year, and also in the Zen store. So currently there's only one shield available in the Zen store, and that is the Alliance Vanity Shield, and it's part of the Khitomer Alliance bundle, where you get the shield, the uniform, and an upgrade. So looking at the shield, we've got this white hull material. You see these red lines on the underside of the saucer there. Cyan colour there, this deflector array, as well as the sensor there on the underside. Then we have this gold material here at the front of the engineering hull. So I've got an orangey yellow effect there on the impulse engines. See that cyan effect there on that dome at the rear. Then we've got this darker grey hull material as well. More touches of the gold at the end of the nacelles there. Then you see that red banding going around the engineering hull. Red circle in the outer part of the saucer section there, and the cyan there on top of the bridge module. Couple of pieces more of that dark grey hull material on the underside there. This is from the Dilithium store, and it is the Baul Vanity Shield. So you can see this very dark hull material. This cyan colour there with the circles going in almost like a target on the deflector. And the sensor there in that cyan colour as well. I do love this lovely dark red effect that the impulse engines have on this shield. And then you see some designs here etched into the hull material. So it's designed to give your vessel the look of a Baul vessel. And you can make out more of that etched design there on the saucer, the back of the engineering hull. And the same there on the underside. Here we have the Borg Vanity Shield. Now, I've said in quite a few videos that this really should have been named the Liberated Borg Vanity Shield, as it does cause some confusion. People buy this expecting to get an assimilated vessel, whereas this is giving your vessel the look of a liberated Borg ship. So I've got this quite a nice design here on the deflector array with that blue colour there. Same there for the sensor dome on the underside of the saucer. Then we have this blue and orangey gold lighting effects here. So that's parts of the hull that don't have any hull plating, and it's giving an exposed conduit look effect. And then on the grey hull material itself, you'll see all these outlines of the hull plating, so it's not as smooth a hull material as some of the other shields give. Almost looks like two blue eyes there at the back. And with a little ornated blue dome here. You can see more of that lighting effect there on the end of the nacelles. The blue there on the dome on top of the bridge module. And you see more of those exposed areas of hull and surround this dome area here. This is the Discovery Vanity Shield. So this is one of the shields in the game that changes its appearance depending on the faction that you apply it on. So this is on a Federation character, so we'll have the look of a Federation starship from Season 1 of Discovery. We'll look at next the effect the shield has on a KDF character. With this very bright white and blue deflector array here. See the blue there on the sensor node underneath the saucer. And with this orangey red effect there on the impulse engines. Then you see quite a bit of pattern work there on the hull material with some different shades of grey as well. Then we have the blue lighting effect there on the top of the bridge module. This pattern effect here on the pylons for the nacelles. This is the Discovery Shield on a KDF character. So it's designed to give your vessel the look of whatever they refer to as Klingons in Discovery. So we've got this nice pattern effect here on the deflector array. And you see all these symbols and glyphs and patterns here on the hull material and this whitish brown material. A pattern effect there for the impulse engines. It's a slightly whitey yellow effect there. And just more of these symbols throughout the hull material. This is the Emperor's Vanity Shield. So we've got this dark grey hull material. You can make out these illuminated blue dots throughout the material there. It's almost like a star field. A touch of this blue round the deflector array area. This nice design here for the deflector array itself in this orange. Then we've got this yellowish colour here for the sensor dome. The cyan there for the impulse engines. See more of that blue illuminated dots there, just on the underside of the nacelles. Same there on the main hull. There's a better view of the extent of those illuminated blue dots there on the underside of the saucer, just whilst it's shaded from the light. Same here on the underside of the engineering hull. Here we have the Ferengi Vanity Shield. So it's got the orange hull, similar to the Ferengi vessels that we've seen in the various shows. Then we have this gold effect here around the front part of the engineering hull. Then we've got this yellowy orange effect here for the deflector, and a lighter yellow there on the sensor dome. Got the orange there for the impulse engines. There's that goldy orange colour there in shuttle bay. And we can see this rivet effect of the hull plates have been fastened on with rivets, and a bit of a design pattern there as well on certain parts of the hull. Now with the yellow light there on the bridge module dome, that gold ring round there. And the same there with the rings on the underside. This is the Hur'q Vanity Shield. So we've got this green hull material. We see that illuminated green pattern here at the front with the deflector array and the front of the engineering hull. And green there for the impulse engines and the dome here at the rear. And we've got this almost plum colour going on the nacelles and the neck of the ship there. And you've got that pattern effect going on in the hull as well. And the green light there on the bridge module, and that plum colour strip going down the back. And we've got that illuminated pattern effect there on the rings on the underside. This is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. So similar to the Discovery one, it does change depending if you apply it to a Federation character or a Klingon character. So this one is the Federation one. So it's designed to give your vessel the look of the ships in the reboot films. So this very illuminated blue patterned effect here on the deflector, similar to the Enterprise in the reboot films. Then with this lighter grey hull material. With this orange and white effect here on the impulse engines. And normally this shield has a absolutely awful effect for the Bizarre collectors, but thankfully with this animation effect it doesn't apply to this ship. Then we've got a blue and white striped effect there on the bridge dome, same on the dome on the rear there, and on the sensor dome on the underside. This is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield on a KDF character. So this lovely red deflector array with this very nice pattern to it. You've got this green hull material, very dull blue patterned effect here on the sensor dome. A red honeycomb pattern there on the impulse engines. And we see the two shades of green there on the hull material. That dull blue pattern there again on the bridge module dome, same on the rear dome there. You see the pattern a bit better there in that larger dome. This is another popular shield in the game, is the Section 31 Vanity Shield. So we've got this pattern effect with the blue and the red outline there of the deflector, and then this cyan there on the outer edges in the centre. Same there on the dome on the underside of the saucer. Then we also have this striped pattern effect here at the front of the engineering hull. Quite a vibrant red effect there on the impulse engines. And you see the two shades there being applied on the nacelles and on the hull. Normally on this shield the Bizarre collectors would be blacked out, but because of this animation effect they're not. And more of that blue there on the bridge module dome and the whites on the side of the saucer there. More of that stripe pattern. It's almost a checkered pattern actually. Yeah. This is the Tzenkethi Vanity Shield. So we've got this green hull material with this carved pattern look to it. got these white rings going round here that pulsate. The white there for that sensor dome. Then we've got this warm yellowy orange effect here on the deflector array. Then some black shading there at the edge of the main engineering hull. Then we have white for the impulse engines. You see that pulsating light effect there on the shuttle bay doors. And we've got some grey there as well on the hull material. And more of that pulsating light effect there on those strips. Oh, it's got a bit of a lighting effect here at the front of the engineering hull. Then you see that carved design there on the hull material. Got the white there for the bridge module dome. There's more of that pulsating light effect there on these rings on the underside of the saucer as well. Now we come to the last shield currently available in the Dilithium store. I say that because at the end of 2024 we were advised by the devs at Deca that they are looking to increase the number of shields in the Dilithium store in 2025. So we look forward to seeing that soon, I hope. So this here is the Zhat Vash Vanity Shield. So I've got this green and fawn colour, almost very light brown. Got this green effect here on the deflector array with this touch of red circle on the outside. Got red there on the impulse engines. And then we can see the different shades on the hull material. It's almost like a army camouflage kind of effect. Then we've got that green light on the bridge module dome, and we've actually got some red lights here on the one side of the saucer and green lights there on the other side. And that concludes part 1 of the 23rd century Dreadnoughts. So I hope you enjoyed the video on the Atlas there. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching as always. You'll find links pinned down below to the chapters of the video. You also have my Real Merch affiliate link there for 10% off your Star Trek models through Real Merch. There's also links there to the STO wiki for information on Star Trek Online, the main Star Trek Online news blog as well for all the updates, events and patch notes. There's also a link for Priority 1 Armada's X page. They'd run a series of monthly giveaways, completely free to enter. So go and check them out. There's also my social media there, and of course the link to Casual Sab's YouTube for builds, reviews, Q&A, live streams as well. And until the next video, thank you all for watching.